We've got breaking news from the NFL here on CBS Sports HQ. Star tight end Travis Kelce has agreed to a 2-year extension with the Kansas City Chiefs. Our insider Jonathan Jones reporting. The deal could be the final contract that allows the 34-year-old Kelce to finish out his career in Kansas City. NFL Network reports the contract makes him the highest paid tight end in the league. Kelce's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, a 4-time first-team All-Pro, and a future Pro Football Hall of Famer. Patrick Mahomes sure loving it. He tweeted out, "I told y'all I'll never let him leave." Congrats to my guy, Travis Kelce. Let's bring in our lead NFL insider, Jonathan Jones, for more on this. JJ, does this pretty much ensure that Kelce is going to finish out his career with the Kansas City Chiefs, 34 going on 35, signing this 2-year extension?
Yeah, without a question, Jeremy. He was originally scheduled to finish up his contract after the 2025 season. You know, there were some retirement questions surrounding Travis Kelce back during the postseason. He, of course, on the podium after winning his 3rd Super Bowl, said that he would see you all next year. So we knew that there was not retirement in his future. And in an off season rather, where the Kansas City Chiefs have taken care of so much family business. Let's remember last fall, going ahead and giving Patrick Mahomes a raise, something that they had well established at the start of his 10-year contract, a historic $500 million contract that every 3 years they were going to re-up with him and give him a raise. They did that. And then they paid Chris Jones to be the highest paid defensive tackle in NFL history. Then, just a few days ago, announcing that they had agreed to terms with contract extensions for team president Mark Donovan, general manager Brett Veach, and of course, head coach Andy Reid, now the highest paid coach in the NFL. And so it is no surprise that as they take care of such business, that they extend Travis Kelce to give him just a little bit more money, just a little bit more security for a contract that now scheduled to run through the 2027 season, a season where, of course, he would be 38 years old. Right now, it's hard to imagine that he will see that year necessarily. Whether this makes him the highest paid in terms of average annual value or in terms of full guaranteed money is to be seen, but certainly a well-deserved raise for someone who is certain to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer in Travis Kelce.
Yeah, his previous contract, the AAV was $14.3 million. JJ, how important was it for Kansas City? You mentioned the business that they've been able to do. Certainly last week, you talked about the head coach, the GM. How important is it for Kansas City to get this business out of the way and now be able to just strictly focus on winning another Lombardi?
Yeah, it's crucial because they're saying to everyone, hey, we're not dealing with distractions. We're not going to have these contract talks that drag on throughout the summer and into training camp. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we are taking care of the things that we should take care of. We remember, of course, last training camp where Chris Jones did not show up, and then he did not play in the first game. Then they were able to reach an agreement that essentially paid him the money that he forfeited anyway. But this is a team that they do want to take care of their own. We have seen that over a number of years. It's also an organization that, if you look at the NFL Players Association report card from players, that frankly, it's one of the cheaper organizations. And so they want to fight that narrative as well. And certainly they are doing so with the contract extensions for the general manager and head coach, certainly for the quarterback, who frankly is underpaid no matter what you pay Patrick Mahomes as the best player in football. Signing Chris Jones to a contract where he's 30 plus, giving Travis Kelce a well-deserved raise right now where, listen, what's Travis Kelce going to do? Is he going to play hardball? Is he actually going to go somewhere else? Yeah, the Chiefs could have called a bluff if that bluff were to ever be shown, but of course, that wasn't going to happen. Instead, rewarding Travis Kelce for all that he has done with that organization. And look, has he lost a step? I don't think there's any doubt that Travis Kelce has, and I think he's admitted as much over the past few months. But in January, in February, when you need him to show up, when you need him to be vintage, prime Travis Kelce, well, what's he do in a playoff game? Average 80, 90 yards? Get you a touchdown in the postseason, is always that security blanket on 3rd or 4th down. I mean, look, he probably is worth more money than they just gave him. And so now you have a guy who, again, he's entering his age 35 season. He's probably going to do this for 2 or 3 more years. Again, hard to imagine he's going to see the end of this contract, at least with the way things have been moving for him physically. But when you need him to be that guy in crunch time at any point in the season, as long as you take care of him throughout the week, he certainly will be that guy for the Kansas City Chiefs.
And the Chiefs did draft a tight end in this draft. TCU's Jared Wiley coming in. He's going to have a future Hall of Famer to learn the ropes from. Our lead NFL insider Jonathan Jones joining us to discuss the breaking news. Travis Kelce signing a 2-year extension with the Kansas City Chiefs that will make him the highest paid tight end in football. Thanks, JJ. Always good to have you along. And JJ, of course, confirming that news. In terms of most receiving yards by a tight end in NFL history, you can see Kelce sitting 4th on that list, just over 500 yards behind Antonio Gates. He'll probably catch that and head into 3rd this season. And Jason Witten and Tony Gonzalez sitting just above him.